Hey guys, Mr. Logic here. Welcome back to my channel. And recently I've been challenged by a Muslim. He's presented me with a set of questions and points asking me to refute them. And today we'll be doing just that, so hit that subscribe button and without further ado, let's just begin. Number 1. Potential atheists. Number 1. An angry person. No, I don't see if anyone's angry is just gonna stop believing in God. That's just ridiculous. I think what you mean to say is someone's angry and then he's mad at God, which makes more sense. But if someone's angry, he will be mad at God. He won't stop believing in Him. That's the first point. Second point: a person with depression. Um, Depression is a serious problem. It's not just a joke. And someone with depression will have a lot of things to care about. You know, he won't have the time to think about God. But also, I think you're implying the same logic because when someone's depressed or angry or whatever, he's just gonna stop believing in God. I think it's rather than you just be mad at God, not stop believing in Him. Number 3, a rebellious person who can't obey God's order. I've seen rebellious people a lot, especially in the religious manner, and I've seen that it's not that they just reject God. It's just they think it's cool, to curse God and disrespect Him. But I think that's all really. They don't really just stop believing Him. They believe He exists, but they believe they're cool among their group of friends when they curse Him. And I don't think that's classified as an atheist. Number 4, an LGBTQ person. Um, I can see why a gay man would actually be an atheist, because his lust would be, for example, uncontrollable. He doesn't have control whether to be straight or gay. It's not a choice. So I would see why he would actually see right through that, because he would think if God created him, he would know that he doesn't have control over this. He would know that he doesn't deserve to be stoned for what God has gave him. So I would see why a gay man or a lesbian woman would turn to atheism. Not turn to atheism, just give up the faith that they've been holding because it's gonna hurt them in a way or another. Number 5, a person who lost a loved one. No, especially with the society I live in, it's majority Muslims. I see when a person loses a loved one, he's actually he or she actually become closer to God. They start praying more often and voluntarily fasting and all these kinds of rituals or prayers or whatever you want to call them, to actually be close to God, because he actually starts thinking of death and starts thinking of what I might be next. So I think a person who's lost a loved one just is actually becomes closer to God. That's in most cases. I'm not addressing everyone. Number 6, a person who wants guilt-free sex from religious dogma. Asking this question implies that premarital sex is bad. And if you see this video, I would really like or anyone who has any idea about this, to explain why it's bad. Number 7, person who has lots of money. Now, what does money have to do with religion? There's little to no connection. In fact, it's the rich people actually who would be thanking God for the fortune that they have gifted them, and it would be the poor people who would be mad at the God. Number 8, a person who thinks he knows everything in the universe. Ask any sincere atheist or an honest atheist, and he will tell you that he doesn't know everything in the universe. Full stop. Number 9, a person who thinks science has the answer for everything. I think that's the incorrect way to state the question. I think that you mean to state it. I don't mean to to do a straw man or anything. I'm just thinking what he meant. I think you mean that a person who thinks science can answer anything or everything. Sorry. For me personally, this is my personal opinion, not necessarily true. I believe that using the scientific method, we can find the answers to anything or to everything. But that's my opinion, and it's not necessarily true. I mean, there are some things that we might just not be able to answer. Simple. Number 10. A person who thinks God's an 8 foot tall white man with a white beard. Oh, you mean kind of like this? If someone thinks God looks like this, I don't see why it's a reason to drive away someone from his religion. Number 11. A person with low IQ. I had some respect for this guy when I first began, but now I have none. You wanna tell me you, some random guy on the street, you don't tell me that you have a higher IQ than Stephen Hawking? You wanna tell me that you have a higher IQ than Richard Dawkins? You wanna tell me that you have a higher IQ than Neil deGrasse Tyson? I can go on forever. No, you don't. Okay, and stop acting like it. Okay? I mean, I'll say it again. I had a lot of respect for you when I began, and you can see I commented. I told you that's an excellent set of questions. I'm doing a rebuttal video right now, but now I've lost all the respect because you don't deserve it, as you shown here. Number 12, a person who has faith in scientists. You can't have faith in scientists. I think what you mean to say is having faith in scientists' claims. But in science, when a new idea is proposed, it's not just accepted because he or she is a scientist. It's just that if it's backed up by evidence, then it's looked into, and if it's furthermore it's backed up by more evidence, then it's accepted. Let me give evolution as an example. Not because, for example, Charles Darwin supposedly proposed the idea, although it was around before him. But let's say Charles Darwin proposed the idea as an example. You don't just say, "Oh, Charles Darwin, you're a scientist. Let's just accept it." No, but since it had some evidence for the time, and right now it has overwhelming evidence, it's accepted. Number 13. A person who thinks a person who think they can refute anything. Uh, if uh, if anyone thinks that he can refute anything, well, good for him. If he can refute the existence of God, then he's gonna become an atheist. I don't see a problem with that. Number 14. A person who's having hardship in life and he/she blames God. Again, that doesn't mean he's an atheist. He's just gonna be mad at God. Doesn't make him an atheist. Stop repeating the same claims. Number 15. A person who thinks religion causes war, bloodshed, and atheists will bring peace on earth. That's true, because religion, a lot of battles and a lot of wars have been fought in the name of religion, and I think humanity needs to grow up, and this bullshit needs to stop. Number 16. A person who wants to see God as evidence for his existence. I sincerely don't understand the question. Said, if you're seeing this video, please explain this question for me and I'll answer it in my next video. Number 17. A person who thinks Earth is a magical land who can give birth to life. What I understand from the question that you're stating that Earth cannot support life on its own, or it cannot create life on its own. It can. This process is called biogenesis. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. Number 18. A person who thinks being an atheist makes them a free thinker, skeptical, rationalist, logical, and intelligent being. Why you think? Because it does. Being an atheist makes you all these things. Number 19. A prideful person, whether pride of higher education, pride of money, pride of celebrity statues. What does celebrity statues have anything to do with religion? I don't get it, so I'm gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna answer the first part. Again, being prideful. Most people actually just thank God for being prideful. A person who's a liar, dishonest, and not humbled. So, you're saying I'm a liar, I'm a dishonest person, and I'm not humbled, and you've never met me in life. You see how dangerous your ideas can lead you to believe, and you might not actually intend it, but this type of thinking is what starts wars in the first place. You're being unconsciously fed all these ideologies and dogmas that, for example, you never saw me, you never interacted with me, but you assumed with me all these characteristics, the three negative characteristics, and you've never met me. So this is and you see, this is one of the many ways religion is harmful. So finally, we reach the conclusion: all humans face doubt of the existence of God. So you're assuming that me and many others have faced doubts and concluded that God doesn't exist. Liars, and you've never met us in person, and you've never interacted with us on a large scale. This is a really cancerous way to think, which is encouraged by religion, and this is one of the many reasons religion needs to be stopped. Okay guys, that was part 1 of the video, and part 2 is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And I would like to thank all of the new subscribers that came in that subscribed to the channel recently, and if you liked this video, thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.